Good morning, Reading Elementary. Mr. Floyd and Mrs. Henry coming to you this morning. Today is Tuesday, October 3rd. Very special day in the Floyd household as it is my wife's birthday.
Oh,
so
wow.
As soon as I'm done here, I need to order flowers or do something to send to her,
Yes,
or else I'll be a miserable husband. So October 3rd, very significant in the Floyd household. Mrs. Henry and Mr. Floyd, just the two of us right now. Mr. Bush may or may not be able to join us later. So I'll kind of go through some information and we'll have Mrs. Henry share some very important things about what Reading is doing to kind of help with some things going on a much larger scale. So our weather today, as you saw walk in, very comfortable. Going to continue to get warmer as the day goes on, high of 84 degrees and partly cloudy. So we're going to continue to enjoy this warm weather. Hopefully it's like this for the Oktoberfest. It'll be nice weather for those of you that are going to go out and eat a lot of food like me. And I'm not riding the rides though, because they seem a little sketchy, but to each his own.
And then if you eat all that food, right?
Yeah, not a good combination.
Could be a bad combo.
Not a good combination. My personal philosophy is I'm not going to ride something unless it's bolted to the ground. That's kind of my that's my rule of thumb.
And in concrete.
In concrete, yes.
Yeah.
So
not on it.
Today, October 3rd.
Yes.
Many years ago, 1863, on this day in history, a very interesting one that I actually learned something about today.
Just a few years before you were born.
That's right. This day in 1863 was when President Lincoln proclaimed the official Thanksgiving holiday. Did you know that? And the reason that they actually proclaimed Thanksgiving was because there was a pivotal Union Army victory at the Battle of Gettysburg. And President Lincoln wanted to have a day of celebration for all of the country to be able to sit down and be thankful for what had happened in our country and the status of things. So he declared November 26th, 1863 as the National Day of Thanksgiving. We've continued it ever since, and I'm grateful because I love to eat once again.
Always the fourth Thursday.
Fourth Thursday of November.
Fourth Thursday of November.
Very good. I have a separate Hornet Hooray, and I think Mrs. Henry's going to give one as well. So I had an adult come and see me yesterday saying that I don't know who the young lady is, but we had a fourth grade student that we had a newer adult working in our building that was doing some work on some of the facility. And this was a newer adult, and this young lady went up and said, "Who is that person? They don't have a visitor badge on. They should not be in our building." And so I don't know who it was. If it was you, I asked you to let your teacher know, but a Hornet Hooray to one of our fourth grade. That's right. Anna Stinger's up for that one for being aware of the adults that are in our building. They knew that they didn't have their lanyard or their tags.
So that's being very proactive.
Yep.
Very good. I love to hear that. Our joke for today comes from Miss Emma Farnsley. And Miss Emma's joke is pretty funny. I laughed out loud this morning as I read it. And her joke goes like this. Why didn't Cinderella make the basketball team? Why didn't Cinderella make the basketball team? I thought she'd be a good basketball player.
Something to do with the ball.
Because she would always run away from the ball. You
That's
can't be a good basketball player.
And you can't play basketball and get glass slippers.
That's true. Yeah. So
well, maybe.
A couple of things.
Well, if you're good enough, it doesn't matter what shoes you wear.
All right. One last thing from me. This nice metal cup here, it's been lost its rightful owner. So if this looks familiar to you, either adults or kids in the building, a nice Rubbermaid stainless steel mug. It still has a little bit of
pick me up in it.
Yeah. So if this is yours, we'll put that in the office. You can lay claim to it later today. Mrs. Henry, what do you have for us?
I have Hornet Hooray first. Taylor Krebs last week in Mrs. Castetter's class did 138 minutes on Lexia and 31 units with an exclamation point.
Very good.
She used all of her class time in the mornings and her computer lab time to complete that. Way to go, Taylor.
Good job, Taylor.
All right.
Lots of
stingers
exclamation
up.
points. That is a big one. We all know how important Lexia is around here.
Yep.
Let's do lunch. Today, breaded pork chop sandwich, cowboy beans, cooked carrot coins, fresh veggie choice, assorted fruits.
Cowboy beans. Did anybody ever figure out what cowboy beans are? Does it have barbecue?
I did not.
Does it have barbecue sauce in it?
I'm going to look today.
Okay.
A birthday today, Ava Schoonover in Mrs. Tiss's class. Happy birthday, Ava. So we're carrying in some good looking cupcakes.
Goodies.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
And our Hornets are going to be lending a helping hand for the recent events of Hurricane Maria. So for their relief effort, we are going to collect some items that they are in need of. Those include water, batteries, canned goods, flashlights, cat and dog food, personal hygiene products, diapers, and wipes. If you would like to donate, you can bring those items to Reading before October 20th. And we're going to collect those right out here outside the library. We're going to collect those items. So if you can lend a helping hand, every little bit helps. We will be collecting those for the next few weeks to help in those efforts. So good cause, and that's going to be sponsored by Student Council. So Student Council members, I'll be meeting with you this week sometime to discuss how we're going to help out with that. So I thought that was a great idea.
Lots of good stuff going on here at Reading. We have a short week. A reminder, we are not at school on Friday. So it's Tuesday, but it might as well be like a Wednesday.
I like it.
So it's always nice to have short weeks and get a little bit extra time off. So we'll finish. That's right. We'll finish by saying our Reading motto, and then we'll do our pledge. I am respectful. I am responsible. I am a Reading leader. Join us for our pledge and moment of silence, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's a great day to be a Hornet.